Welcome to the Great Adventures of Clutch, Nebraska and Iowa Edition. Hello, I am Clutch, and today we're starting a big fun weekend adventure going through Nebraska and Iowa. We're doing a whole bunch of fun stuff, and I'm going to take you along on the ride with me. We're going to basically go see some trains, we're going to some amusement parks, some other fun random adventures, and I think I'm going to show you a little bit of all these things. You may have already seen the big longer versions of these videos, but otherwise this is kind of the in-between and the travel vlog version of it. So come along with me as we travel around the middle of the West, which is America, because it's the Midwest. Midwest gets weird with things. I'm rambling. Let's go on a ride. So I just wanted to take a moment to kind of give you an idea of what this travel vlog and trip is all about. So this is a 4-day trip, starting from the Denver metro area on what can only be described as one of the most exciting roads in America. That's right, I'm on I-76, meeting up with I-80 eventually, driving mostly through Nebraska and Iowa. I mean, look at that countryside. Truthfully, it has its own beauty, it does, but it's gonna be a flat ride as far as I know, but I've actually never driven this, so we're gonna find out. Anyway, the trip is gonna be fun. It's mainly because we wanted to go to Adventureland in Iowa and Lost Island Themepark in Iowa to go on a couple dark rides as well as all the fun things I have there. But along the way, we're gonna stop at some other fun stuff. We're gonna go see the biggest train yard, I believe, in the world. We're gonna see a pioneer village. We might stop at a zoo. We're even gonna see some matchsticks, and believe me, they will be marvelous. Now, I'm very excited to show you all the little things that I might see and eat and do along the way, just to kind of give you an idea of what this trip is all about. But this is the first time I'm ever trying anything like this. So I appreciate you coming along for the journey. And if you're actually listening to this and you didn't skip through the video to get past this, you are amazing. And even if you did, you're also amazing, but you're not hearing it because you skipped through this part. So we're gonna have some fun showing you the highlights of the Great Adventures of Clutch, Nebraska and Iowa Edition. And we are now leaving Colorado to get to Nebraska, home of the good life and Arbor Day. Nebraska looks a lot like eastern Colorado. So I've been driving for 3.5 hours, and I felt that I needed a rest. And luck behold, I have found a rest area. So I'm gonna take a quick stop. In the rest area, there's actually a lot of really good free brochures. It was very nice. Very nice, clean rest area, just east past the Nebraska border coming from Colorado. So definitely worth a stop to stretch your legs and learn about Nebraska. On the road again. We on the road again. I need a friend. Something that is fun while on this big lonesome highway is that in the distance sometimes you see fun things like this factory in the shadows that looks like some maniacal chocolatier might take a bunch of children and, well, I don't want to get into it. So it may not look like much, but something very exciting has just happened to me here. So I got off the interstate, off I-80, to get on kind of the side roads to get to where we're going. But this takes us on the Lincoln Highway. The Lincoln Highway, everyone! That's very exciting! You should be more excited! It's the Lincoln Highway! This is it! So the Lincoln Highway is basically like one of the older roads that used to go across America that you kind of had before all the interstates, like Route 66, but obviously much more north because I'm in Nebraska. So it's very exciting to me to be on the Lincoln Highway, even if for a minute. I know there are random markers that still indicate you're on the Lincoln Highway, but I just wanted to let you guys know the Lincoln Highway here in Nebraska, near where we're going. This is exciting! I'm way too thrilled about road infrastructure. Or not thrilled enough. Oh, look at all them trains. I think we're getting close, 'cause that's a lot of trains. And we are arriving at our first destination, the Golden Spike. Look at that spike, it's all golden and spiky. Oh, we're going up to the top. We're gonna have a look around.
Yes, this is August now, my dear.
Yes, I know.
Today's your first.
I know.
So they got 2 floors here. They got your observation deck at the top and the open air deck below. They say go to the observation deck first because you get to kind of learn what this is all about and you get better context to then enjoy it on the open air deck second. So we got a nice map here of the Railyard. So this is what it looks like from the top down and in animated form. So in real form, oh, there it is, the Railyard. It's really hard to capture truly on the camera just how far you can see and how many trains there are. Like, it's obviously all here, but then it's also all the way over there. It is a lot of trains. And now something neat I think I know is way in the back here. It's hard to see. Where to go? You see these trains moving. I believe there's no locomotive. They're using gravity right now to move the trains. So they're going down a hill. And it's literally just gravity that's making that train move right now. That's fun and scary. Got a really fun kind of graph here showing how diesels and engines, locomotives compared to like a Boeing 747. Obviously, a Boeing 747 is bigger, but a train is not that much smaller. That is cool. So it turns out that if you come here, you can go up to the tower that I'm in to look at all of the trains. I wish I knew this before I came all the way up here. So we started on the 8th floor. Now we're gonna go down to the 7th floor to go to the open air deck. All right, let's go to the observation deck. Oh.
Don't touch your eye to it.
I see stuff.
Oh, it is nice out here.
I see some trains.
I see some trains too, kid. I see some trains too. Alright, so now that we're on the open air deck, you can really kind of get an unobstructed view of this train yard. And like, again, look at just how far it goes this way. Look at that. It keeps going. It's like miles. And then you go back this way. And like, I can't even begin to express how many trains and how much there is here. Like, this is, if you're ever driving on I-80 past North Platte, you owe it to yourself to stop here. This is such a hidden gem of a fun little activity. Well, we had a lot of fun at the Golden Spike Observation Tower. Golden Spike. But this is not a Golden Spike. This is a kind of a sideways Golden Spike, but we have to move on. We got more fun stuff to do in North Platte. So let's keep traversing. Gotta stop and get some gas. Now with Dino Care. Now that I've gotten some gas, I also need to get some food because my stomach is hungry. Because it also comes with Dino Care. I honestly can't remember the last time I had Freddy's, but I love these steak in here. Feels like a slightly nicer Steak and Shake. Got the double cheeseburger here. And it comes with, well, I grabbed some fry sauce and some jalapeno fry sauce. And some exotic thing, I believe, known as the catsup. Something, I don't know. Did want to quickly point out that my assessment that it looked like Steak and Shake, accurate, because the fries look almost the exact same. What is this Fort Cody thing? That sounds interesting. Home of Buffalo Bill, open year-round, free Old West Museum. Well, we might just have to go check that out. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And we have arrived at our second location in North Platte, Nebraska, the Fort Cody Trading Post. This is very just harkens back to my childhood love of road trips and stops along the way, and it's just basically a gift store, but there's a wild Buffalo Bill museum inside with a bunch of fun things. So we're gonna go explore that a little bit. So come along with me. Come on. Here we go. So this place is huge. As we come to the back of the gift shop, you can see all the fun memorabilia and such, but the thing I'm here for is the Buffalo Bill's Wild West show in all of its glory. So as you can see, this museum is just basically showing you what Buffalo Bill's show was like. I don't know how accurate it is, but I can tell you for sure it's very, very fun. You got lots of different sideshow acts, just a whole bunch of, you know, carnival type things. You got a train in the back. Like seriously, this is just such a fun little treat to find just in the middle of what feels like nowhere. This cute little museum full of a whole bunch of fun stuff to look at. Like, there's so much going on in here that I could be looking for a very long time. I mean, look at these guys. Look at these guys on here. This guy, they're making a pie. He's making pie and cake, and he's making bread over here. Oh, and back there, I can't quite tell. Maybe a tort? I'm gonna go with tort. We got some meat. There's a whole buffet. This place is delicious. The different sideshow acts, like you got Ashida and Co. who do Japanese magic. You got some fire stuff. You got Olga, snake enchantress. Good job, Olga. You got a sword walking, you know, because I don't know how you discover you have that talent. Okay. And then you have Millie Owen, who is the long hair lady. She's the lady who decided not to get a haircut. Crazy. And here he is, the man himself, Wild Buffalo Bill Cody, in all his amazing facial hair glory. Okay, maybe I'll go there. Aha! Your move. Now, of course, this being a trading post, you have all the gifts you could possibly want. You got, you know, boxes, you got playing cards, you got a million different t-shirts, all the t-shirts you could ever want. You got big longhorns, just, you know, in case you need an extra pair on your way home. We got some whips here, and it says, please do not crack the whips, but it says nothing about making a crack at the whips. So, your mama, there seems to be a whole pioneer village back here, and I don't know if we can go back there today. I don't see anyone else there, but that would be fun. Oh, I figured out how to get outside. This way. Entrance to the Fort Cody Stockade. It's not a pioneer village, it's a stockade, you guys. Okay. Oh, sorry. I thought that was Wild Buffalo Bill for a second. I get confused so easily. Well, this is fun. You got a nice picture opportunity here. You got some wagons. You can go to jail. Who doesn't like going to jail? You got, again, Muffler Man. He's doing whatever he muffler can. I feel like he's supposed to be holding something, but it doesn't look like that. What's great about this whole place is, like, it feels a little bit authentic, you know, just like how back in the times of this, you could stay at a Hampton Inn. Well, Fort Cody Trading Post, you were fun. We had a good time, but we got more Nebraska shenanigans to get up to, so we gotta get back on the road to a little place known as Minden, Nebraska. Let's go. As we're passing exit 275 near Kearney, you'll start to see in the view something quite interesting hanging over the highway. I believe it is known as the Archway Monument, And hopefully we might be able to stop at this on the way back. We'll see if we have time. But basically, this is a humongous museum that is an overpass to the highway, and it's just absolutely incredible. Like, just the fact that this exists is amazing. Oh, I hope we have time on the way back. It's a tight schedule, so we might not make it, but at least now I got to see it. Oh, that is cool. That is fun. Cool and fun. Fun and cool. Runnings. After a 2-hour drive east from North Platte, we have made it to Minden, Nebraska to enjoy the Pioneer Village, which is basically a showcase for a lot of stuff. There'll be a full video on it that you'll probably be able to watch right about now, but we'll give you some of the highlights and walk you through. What's kind of fun about this is, like, it's not, you think it's this small thing, but it keeps going. Also, it's across from grain silos. Very, very large grain silos. Also, an old hotel. That seems a little bit creepy. Let's go inside. So there's a sign at the entrance here that basically shows what this place is all about. So it's like about showing man's progress since 1830, how we've evolved, like the progress that was made. It's really about like showing the development of society in chronological order with different collections of things and showing all that in so many different ways. So enough chit chat on the outside. Let's get inside. Here we go. Look at the welcome on the pole and the tickets, and like, just look at it already. Just, oh my gosh, this is one building of many. You got your classic turnstile entrance. Let's go. And it begins. Oh my gosh. This is gonna take me forever. I don't know how I'm gonna pick and choose what I'm gonna show you, so enjoy the ride. So one of the parts of this whole place is just collections of things. As I said, we're gonna see stuff, we're gonna see things, and it's just, this whole case is just different kind of lamps. And then, of course, typewriters and how they evolved. Like, look at these. Some of these are kind of very different, very interesting. I have a special place in my heart for old pull tab beer cans. I don't know, there's something to the style of them. They're so retro and 70s, and I just love the size and shape of all these old things. And now to the second part of what is still the first building. Oh my gosh. Coming to a place like this and try to describe it to you is like impossible. So, I mean, I can see these are a bunch of motors that I think went on boats, and there's so much reading. There's too much reading, but not in a bad way. Like, you could read so much. Like, I incredibly appreciate that they have explanations of all these things and what it is. And it's just, this is one of those places you can't understand unless you come here. So come to the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, and look at all this stuff. We started just here. We walked in, and then we went to this first building. So that was the Pioneer Village, and now next we're gonna go to the actual Pioneer Village, which is all of this. This shows you just how much we have left. And then after the Pioneer Village, we'll go to the back over here, and it just doesn't stop. It's just so much stuff. And now let's walk out to see the Pioneer Village. There you go. It's got all their individual buildings, and we'll show you a bunch of them. So let's go see what's in the People's Store. I think there's a lot more stuff in here because we like stuff. And oh my gosh, you can already see it. Can you see it? Yeah, I think you can. Look at how dense this is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a hoarder's paradise. Looks like Ollivanders at Universal, where you get all the wands. It's just so dense with stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys, we can climb up to the train. We can climb. Guys, come on, let's go, come on. Wow. Oh, that's actually really cool. Look at that. How would they see? Why do you have to be so loud, car? Please ring the train bell. Oh, absolutely, sir. Where? Where? Is it this? Oh! It's a stick. Ready? Ready? Oh! Oh my god! You guys! I just got to ring the train bell. Let's do it again. Let's do. Oh. I'm so backlit right now. And of course, with any good set of trains, you need a train station or a depot. Oh yeah, look at that. Telegraph. All the lanterns. We love lanterns. Lantern, 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 lantern. Let's look at the other side. Whew. Okay. Oh, model trains. I love model trains. I actually really like old school like technology. Things that like we use a modern version of today, like, but seeing the old version of it, I think these are really neat. Like these old scales that are like much more manual, or these things that literally you had to grind and then it would actually churn stuff up. Like this kind of stuff, like knowing, like the whole point of this place, seeing the evolution of where we came from and what we have today and how much easier it is just, I don't know, I find that really cool. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. 'Cause it's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, starting at the end of every day. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. Wow. There's a whole second floor. Whole second floor. Oh my. Just does it. Stop. It's really warm up here. Oh gosh. Hobbies that kept man busy. Okay. I'm assuming it's about checking your prostate? Wow. This is just a whole bunch of like collections of things. This is incredible. All right, we're out of the actual kind of pioneer villagey part, and we're getting to now some of the extra buildings. This one is about home and shops. And now we're talking about the evolution of kitchens. So you start with what like kitchens used to look like in the 1830s. And they looked kind of like that. That's kind of cool. And then you move along, and now what do they look like in the 1860s? But I just realized this is exactly like the Carousel of Progress. I'm just now walking it. And then they got living rooms and bedrooms, but no bathrooms. We need them bathrooms. Okay, so this way we're going a little bit backwards. So 1950s living, 1950 bedroom, moving down. We get to the 1930 bedroom, 1930 living room. Obviously everyone's house looked exactly like this. No one's looked any different. You walk in a house, this is what it looked like. No class division at all. This is exactly what you would get. One final aisle, the craft shops, which is, oh, so like, I guess you got a doctor and all your doctor things. And then you got a drugstore and all your drugstore things. Hello! I'm overwhelmed. So it looks like we got X-ray laboratory. A lot of, like, this hallway is really cool, honestly, because it's not just the decades, it's all the things. Obviously an iron lung. You got your beauty shop. Oh God. Oh, what is happening there? That is, are we supposed to be seeing that? Law office. Yep, that looks about right. And you got your lamp shop, called the Latin. Nah. You thought we were done with this building. No, there is a second level with antique furniture showing prices when purchased new. Let's go. Dear Harold Warp and Sons. What? How does it just keep whatting? All right, this is the farm machinery building. And what I'm thankful about is it's big stuff, so it's easier to understand. Farm equipment, which is still very cool. I love that there's still, for some reason, a warehouse full of farm equipment. All right, next building. Time for trucks and farm tractors. Like, are you kidding me? Like, geez, look at just, oh my, it just, oh, this is, I can't, just look. Jeez. Oh good, I finally found the chainsaw collection. I've been looking everywhere for it. Here it is. So now we're in the livery, I never say it right. Awesome wagon, but at least this time for the second floor we got a big ramp instead of stairs. Thank you, ramp. I appreciate your angles. You're a great simple machine. Just a bunch of awesome coaches up here. Next building is the cars of yesterday. Let's see what we got. Oh, these are from a lot more than yesterday, but these are yesteryear's automobiles. Let's find out what the difference is. The answer is there is no difference. It's just different styles of cars. Little hard to read the sign on this one, but this is yesteryear's Ford, so more cars, but I think it's of bikes, motorcycles, and snowmobiles. So this one should be a little different. Let's look. Okay, so it starts as Fords and regular cars, but let's keep exploring. Okay, something different than cars, which again, nothing against cars, just they don't pull me the same way as other stuff. Old-timey bicycles. I love them. Look at the big wheels. How do you get up there? It's crazy. And then you got some fun snowmobiles of different kinds. I've always liked different kind of transportation. Like, I'm a big monorail fan. I've said, I think in other places, I love unique modes of transportation, and snowmobiles qualify. Hello, Clutch here. I would like the most American car you can find. What do you got for me? Well, do we have something for you? Dun 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 dun. As you may have been able to tell, the Pioneer Village, one of the best things I've ever done, honestly. Incredible. I'm so glad I went there. Was there about 2.5 hours. I really could have spent more, but we gotta get back on that road because we gotta get to Omaha. But please watch the full video if you haven't already. It shows so much more than I was able to show here. And even what I showed there is not everything because I had to pick and choose. I couldn't live there. I want to, but I couldn't. But anyway, on to Omaha for our next bit of adventure. And we have made it to downtown Omaha to find some dinner. So we're gonna explore. I know where I'm going, but we're gonna explore. And we're gonna get to where our next feast will be. Because we have not eaten enough today, but we also would like a drink for all our troubles. So, downtown Omaha, cute as a button. And of course, what we were looking for was a Tiki Bar. We're going to Laka Lono in downtown Omaha because I like Tiki. I also need some food, and they have both. So let's go have some fun. And here's the fun door at the bottom, just across from the octopus. So let's go inside. Just gonna give this place a quick once around. This place is good. Look at this. Oh my gosh. There is so much going on. Trying to find a lot of fun theming. Wow. Just a little look and see what we got. We got an amazing bar back here. Look at this. This is... I heard this was good, but this is pretty great. We got a DJ. Alright. We're gonna find ourselves a spot, and then we're gonna get a drink. Okay, so I ended up getting a Swamp Rattler, which has a lot of good stuff, but something I love is that it has falernum and absinthe. Those are two things I like very much. And there it is! In the flesh! Well, I guess it's really more in a glass, but It is good.
The food has arrived. We got some Kahlua wings on the left with huli sauce and some manapua buns, which are savory baked bao buns filled with bulgogi ground pork and served with bulgogi sauce.
I'm very excited about this. I'm starving, and these look amazing. Good tiki bar. It was good vibes. Definitely good theming. Enjoyed that part of it very, very much. I will say I don't really, I wasn't a big fan of the way you go up to the counter and order, because sometimes to get a drink, you stood in line for a long time, and even just to check out, it took like about 10-15 minutes just to wait to check out, which, not the best system. Being by myself, it made it very difficult to order and then save your table, so that system wasn't the best, I would say. I'd still recommend it. I love tiki bars. They're always so fun. The drinks were great. The actual service was wonderful. So definitely recommend. Also, you're in Omaha, Nebraska. Any tiki bar is a great tiki bar. So definitely recommend. But just go with a little bit of patience. But otherwise, great vibes, good drinks. Definitely glad I went. And we have finally arrived at our final destination for the evening. Harrah's Hotel and Casino. Or Casino and Hotel. I'm just doing the hotel portion. I'm not really wanting to do the casino portion. I used to have a problem. Good morning from Council Bluffs, Iowa, for day 2 of the Great Adventures of Clutch, Nebraska and Iowa Edition. Day 1 was quite the day. We drove almost 9 hours, little over 600 miles, did so many fun things, and today, a little simpler. Still driving about 4 hours. I did not do the calculation of miles. That would have been helpful to know. I'll tell you later. But we're doing one major thing today, and that's driving just outside of Des Moines to Altoona, Iowa, to go to Adventureland Amusement Park, a place I've never been before, that I'm incredibly excited to go to because they've recently refurbished the main reason I even want to go there, the underground dark ride roller coaster hybrid indoor spectacular. It's gonna be amazing, and I am excited to go. So, time for a beautiful drive across Iowa. When in Iowa, you always have to take a nice little stop at the Hy-Vee, the local grocery store here. I'm going because I'm looking for beer at 8 in the morning. And we have found what we are looking for. Revolution Brewing from Chicago, Illinois. This one right here. One of my favorite beers of all time, and they only distribute to Iowa. Well, they distribute outside of Chicago, but for me, the closest here is Iowa. And so, that's why we're here, picking up a beer at 8 in the morning. It's the Iron Bridge. And another staple of Iowa is going to Casey's General Store, because apparently they have amazing breakfast pizza. So let's see if we can get some breakfast that's pizza. Oh, and they brought out some nice fresh pieces. Oh, they knew Clutch was a-coming. Okay, so I opted to get the sausage version of the breakfast pizza, and this is pretty good stuff. This is good. It's delicious. So definitely, it's only like $3 for this. With the coffee, little over $5. So that's a good $5 pizza and coffee for breakfast. Can't be beat. Iowa, doing things right for breakfast. You know, one thing I will say about Iowa, and I'm not sure how well it's being picked up on the actual camera here, but it's a lot more big, nice rolling hills than Nebraska. It's quite pretty. A lot of green, a lot of up and down, but not intense. So this drive has been quite pleasant. Iowa, you've done it again. It is Adventureland. We have arrived now to Adventureland, where we will go and we will have an adventure. We will have an adventure. I can't think of anything that rhymes with adventure. And we have made the 2-hour trek from Council Bluffs to Altoona, Iowa, to enjoy a day at Adventureland Amusement Park. I'm very excited. I've never been here before. There's lots of roller coasters, but most importantly, there is the underground. A dark ride, wooden roller coaster hybrid type thing. that is basically the reason I'm here. And I've waited a couple years for them to finish a refurbishment, and I'm excited to finally get to go on it. So let's have some fun. So now that we're past security, we're inside, but not the park. But as you can see, the facade says Adventureland. As I've known in advance, it looks quite familiar to somewhere else. I can't quite place it. Okay. And as you can see, it's definitely nothing like Main Street, USA. Nothing at all. Can we get a woo-woo? No woo-woo. Just dingly-ding. Oh, there's the woo-woo! Getting quite the nice view of this side of the park. Really seeing you got some sweet corn over there, funnel cake. You're gonna see a few of your rides. There's a new Viking section just right about now. Classic teacups. And see on the other side. Okay. Look at just cute with the bridge and the little pier and Adventureland is adorable. I'm not sure what's in the tunnel. Well, I have no choice but to see, so what's in the tunnel? It's a bunch of happy people on a train. That's what's in the tunnel. Honestly, there's really nothing in here, but it's delightful that everyone gets excited to go in the tunnel. That was a fun first ride of the train, so now we'll walk down Main Street. So actually some of these, it's hard to tell, but these are actual stores. It's not just facades. Okay, starting to walk down the middle of Adventureland's version of Main Street. Definitely, I like the slight Disney vibes. Okay, we found a map. Now we can figure out where we're going. So, we started there, I walked all the way to here, it looks like. And so we're going there.
Yeah, you gotta go around.
And we have found it. The underground. Alright, we got a cool new facade. That looks really, I love theming all the time. Got a 30-minute wait, so let's get in line and go on the underground. Let's go all the way to the back here, see what's going on. Oh, look at this. That is something. It's dark, you probably can't see much, but this is... I think there's quite a bit of a pre-show here, which is why the line moves so slow, and then you wait for these doors to open before you actually get to go on the ride. So, and I think this guy up here might do something.
Welcome to the underground here at Adventureland. And that was the end of the underground. And the end.
Dramatic much?
You ain't afraid of the dark now, are you?
First of all, the ride. Amazing. I loved it. It was everything I wanted it to be. It is like, it reminds me of the Black Diamond Mine kind of coaster that's at Knoebels more than anything else, because it moves really fast, but there's no big drops or anything, but lots of good lighting effects, lots of fun animatronics. You just go past a bunch of scenes, and there's some kind of little bit terrifying imagery, but like, kids can handle it. But it was great. It was so fun. So just know going in, it is a little bit slow to get on the ride, but honestly, the ride itself, absolutely worth the wait. So happy to have done this. Even though they call it Adventureland, it looks a little like Frontierland. It actually reminds me of Roaring Camp Railroads when I went on a steam train. So go watch that if you haven't. That was a fun one. And of course, at Outlaw Gulch, you have the very appropriate name, Outlaw. So let's go out for a ride. Clutch has a great idea because he just ate lunch and he drank a lot of water and his stomach's very full. So might as well go on a roller coaster that spins you the most in this park, right? Right? Right. It's wrong, but it's right. I think it's about time I suck it up and wait in line for Monster. Because if I don't get on this, I will be very, very disappointed, as I've heard this is by far and away the best roller coaster in the park and a reason alone for visiting. So, before I get tired of waiting in line, let's go on the Monster. It's a really awesome just vehicle. Also, if you notice, it's just a lap bar.
Yeah, go. No, actually did it to me.
That was one of the best roller coasters I've ever been on, period. Full stop. Oh my gosh, that was just, the first drop is amazing. It's so smooth, and it's just so much hang time. Like, you're literally upside down, hanging for multiple minutes. It's exhausting and fun and great. People have said come to Adventureland alone for this roller coaster, and they are not messing around. Like, Underground is why I came, the Monster is why I stayed. Incredible roller coaster. So I think it's about that time to ride on the Tornado. That operator yelling tornado might be one of the single greatest things I've ever experienced in a theme park, amusement park, whatever. I'm having a just tornado, potato. Well, because it's one of the last roller coasters I haven't been on that I would like to go on, and now it's down finally to a 25-minute wait, it's time to go on the Flying Viking. That was a delightful family coaster. Like, it goes around and it packs a little bit of a punch. Like, I felt some forces. That was like, it's definitely a family coaster, but it definitely has some more forces going, so that was cool. Goodbye, Adventureland. You were truly a land of adventure. Back in the sweltering, hot car. It got real hot as the day went on. Anyway, Adventureland. Fantastic, so much fun, love it. If I was here, I would get a season pass. Just, again, Monster and the Underground were just, for completely separate reasons, incredible rides. So, anyway, we got a couple hours of driving to do, so we're going from, well, technically, I was about to say Des Moines, but we're going from Altoona to Waterloo. Gonna drive 2 hours, cause I gotta. Well. Well, my original plan for dinner was a bust, because I forgot Irish Fest is in town, and so downtown is bonkers bananas. So I found a brewery with food. So let's go. This is Singlespeed Brewing Company. It's kind of hard to see with the light of the sign, but they got an awesome patio, which is self-seating, and then we have an inside area, which is full service, and let's take a look. Well, holy chapoly, this place is huge. This is a whole warehouse. This is cool. I might stick with the patio, but I just want to at least see what it looks like over here, because this is cool. Wow. All right. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this place. It's humongous. All right. So I got some inside seating options, dining room, full service. Got to see the host stand is up front. For your hall, you just self-service, seat yourselves, or you got bar full service, bartender, seat yourself. I like the options. Well, with all the fun on the inside, I decided to eat outside because I can't pass up a good patio, and it's like a perfect 80 degrees right now. So, we're outside, and we have beer. I'm pretty happy with this. So I went with the Worldwide Haze, which is a New England style IPA, and I love this glass. I've never seen a glass like this. This is a cool glass. I don't know if this is gonna happen with every beer, but I ordered a Worldwide Haze, and it came with a Worldwide Haze coaster. Did I just happen to pick the right one? Or is that every time? We might just have to drink enough to find out.
So you order everything, at least on the patio, with QR codes, and you pay online, and they bring out the food to you, but you can't get a physical menu if you ask, and they got quite a lot of beers, so a lot of your year-round stuff, a lot there. Something I'm excited to possibly try is the one margarita. I love margarita-style beers. Like ones that basically taste like a margarita, but it's a beer. But then, boom, whole second side. So much more. A lot of limited releases, so this is a great selection. I also have quite a substantial array of food. Something I love is breweries that have food. As I've gotten older, if a brewery has food, that helps me go there. I don't often go to a brewery just to drink. Usually it's to be as part of a meal. So this helps a lot, and there are quite a lot of good stuff. And again, second side. You got your burgers at the top. You got your tacos right here. You got all your sides, and then you got desserts. Starting with some chips, queso, and salsa. Classic. So after the chips and salsa and queso, I realized a full meal might not be in the cards, so a bowled buffalo chili it is. I am getting pretty full, but I really wanted to try the margarita beer. And they have little 4-ounce pours, but I've never seen this before, in cute little tulip glasses. Usually they come in just like what feels like mini pint glasses, but this is adorable. Okay, you can see the sign a little better now as we're leaving, but just gotta say, great experience. Food was good, beer was great. All around, fantastic brewery in Waterloo. Visit this place. It was good. And we have made it to our destination for the evening. It is the Isle Casino and Hotel. Another casino hotel, you say. Yes, well, it turns out casino hotels can be very cheap compared to other hotels, and they are nice rooms, so that is how we're doing it. Also, this happens to be literally across the street from where we're going tomorrow, which is the Lost Island theme park, so it worked out very well. But anyway, not as big of a day today, but still drove about 4 hours, spent 7 hours in the theme park. I am tired, so we'll see you on day 3. For the whole reason this trip even exists was for me to go to Lost Island, so I am incredibly, incredibly excited. And the excitement continues to day 3. Good morning from Waterloo, Iowa, where Lost Island is just around the corner. Well, actually, it's just on the other side of the building, so it's a few corners. But anyway, so that's the big thing today. We're going to Lost Island Theme Park, with the main pull being Volcano Quest for the Golden Idol, which is their really high-quality dark ride. From what I'm understanding, I am so excited to experience that. But we might fit in a few more things today, if we can. So stay tuned to find out what we might do in the middle of the Lost Island theme park day. So I got about 2 hours or so to kill before the park opens, so I'm gonna get some breakfast at Menards. Wait, no, sorry, wrong direction. I'm gonna get some breakfast at Perkins. That makes a lot more sense. So Perkins is basically like an IHOP. But what I like about them in particular is they have amazing pies. Look at all them pies. And they make them fresh like all the time. In addition to the pies, they also have mammoth muffins. Now, I'm not just saying that. If you look closely here. It says mammoth. It's made from old ancient elephants, apparently. And there she is. Look at that view. Oh, that's pretty. That is gorgeous. And there's a Lost Island theme park sign beckoning us in to get lost within its island. It feels like a theme park. Like we're approaching this little cute little pagoda type of awning that says welcome to Lost Island to pay for our parking. Except there are significantly less cars. I am here 20 minutes before their opening. When I came here, it's early August, and I don't know if this is always the case, but parking was completely free. And you can see, there's the beauty of the park. And there's the 12 people who are here ready to go inside. Now, it is a Saturday, but it is also about 15 minutes before they open. And so we'll see what's going on. Remember, we parked in the mural lot.
And here's the front gate, and there's just music playing. It's giving you a vibe, it's giving you a feeling like, when they say theme park, I mean, you're already feeling the theme just out here. Look at the colors, look at the vibrancy. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for this. Now, within it being a theme park, there's apparently a lot of lore, a lot of story. They have walk-around characters, but even outside they have this, I believe their mascot, just hanging out, being all cute. This is just, it just feels like they're trying in such a wonderful way. Right away, I'm not even in the park yet. I'm literally the first person in the park. I did not mean to do that, but they opened a new line and now I'm the first person in the park, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So we're gonna start by going to the left at the main place because we want to start with the dark ride, because what other way? Because I'm gonna go on this probably half a dozen times. I do know that there's all different realms here, like each section is themed to a different realm, so this is the Mura realm, which as you can see is very fire-based, so that's why I got a lot of fire theming, so I'll show you as best I can while we're doing this. But just look at this. Let's go on Volcano quest for the golden idol. Walking into the queue. Oh, look at the density of the theming. Looks like we got a bit of a pre-show.
One of the Tamariki guardians who watch over Lost Island. Our quest is simple. Defeat Volcano and save our home. Gather your courage, adventurers, for it is now up to you.
Oh, they really expect so much line. But look at this room, like, also the air conditioning here is incredible. It just feels so good. Now this is a 3D shooting ride, so gotta get our glasses. Glasses. This is a trackless dark ride, meaning the actual vehicles do not have an actual track they follow. Let's go get Volcano! Something's happening! Oh, it exploded! Oh, no, Volcano! Ah! Oh my gosh.
Defeat Volcano. Find the timber of fire and place the statue on the altar.
Woo! That's real fire, folks! Real fire! Oh my gosh. Oh, God. Oh, my. Ah! Oh, no. Oh, what do we have here? Okay. Oh, is that the treasure? Gotta open it. Oh, Volcano doesn't give up, does he? Whoa! I did it! That's me! That's Clutch! I did it! Good job, Clutch. Apparently the people in the back who did nothing, I was by myself and other people still got that. What's going on here? Oh, God! Ah, final jump scare! This ride was 100% worth driving 12 hours and 900 miles to go on. That is, outside of like a Disney or Universal Park, that is probably the best dark ride I've ever been on. Like, again, trackless with so many physical sets, a lot of animatronics, but the shooting's fun, and it's just, there's a story to it that just really kind of, it's the full package. This, my friends, come to Lost Island for Volcano. I had incredibly high expectations, and they were met and exceeded. So I am thrilled. I am every bit of energy it took for me to get here was absolutely worth it. Middle of nowhere, Iowa, Waterloo, Iowa. it's worth the trip alone. It's the only ride I've been on so far at Lost Island. I want to go on more. I'm gonna go on more. And this alone, I'm already satisfied with my trip here. So, just rode it a second time. Just a few more quick thoughts. Like, just as good the second time. Something very specific I like is when you first start on the ride, it gets a little cold. You feel some like air blowing, and like it just harkens to the greatest dark rides at the biggest parks, and that's something I love. And something else I wanted to mention about the tracklessness of it is that like the whole time the car is moving and kind of jostling a little bit and like going with the motion. So like it is a combination of like a motion simulator and a dark ride and a shooting dark ride, but a physical set dark ride. It's like it just combines everything super well. Outside of Volcano, they have this awesome water feature and thing. I don't even know how to describe it, but when everyone puts their hands on there, oh, see, this is good that they're doing it, because I'm one person, I couldn't do this, but when you all put your hands in there, it apparently causes a whole bunch of stuff to happen. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Ooh! We're now entering the Utah territory. This is Matugani. This is a launch roller coaster that used to be in Leesburg, Sweden. Like the little snake at the top here, as you come to the queue. Now again, it's interesting, there's a lot of queue here, but like, it could be more covered, but it's not. Like, there's slats, but they could put something over it to really block out the sun. So that's the one thing that they gotta do. Also, I think I went a way that's putting me, yep, I'm stuck. A little bit of a basic kind of station, but still like the colors. All right. That thing packs a punch. That is the definition of small but mighty. Like, you go from 0 to 47 in, like, I didn't hear exactly what I said, but at least a couple seconds. And whoo, that's a big one. And then also over here, you have the Totara Market, which I believe is one of the 2 food establishments. And just look at the tree, look at the facade. I mean, again, this could fit in Disney, no problem. Like, this is the middle of Iowa, everybody. The middle of Iowa. Why aren't you here loving this? Because you didn't know about it before this video? Well, now you do, so my gooseness, get on a plane to Des Moines, because that's kind of close, and go. And then in the back here, we have Utah, which is not in Utah, it's in Iowa. It's Utah Falls, actually. It looks like, you know, your classic kind of log flume, shoot the chute kind of ride. I love the theming right here. That water wheel is humongous. I don't know if it's really picking up on here, but that is awesome. We're now going to Iowa, which I believe is the water realm. So a lot of water themed stuff. Oh, there's the water from Iowa. And here we have Alonzo's Eye, the centerpiece of the park. The big Ferris wheel, which for being in Iowa, that's probably pretty cool to get on top of that Ferris wheel. I got right on. So here we go. Hooray. Hooray, hooray. Yeah, it's just such a beautiful place. I can't get over it. Like, I had done a bit of research, so I kind of knew what I was getting into, but just seeing it in person, like, I was worried it was going to feel sparse because all the foliage isn't super big yet, but I'm telling you, like, just let's look at it over here again. It just is fantastic. And it feels like every single inch was cared for. I think that's what's important here. So far, it just feels like every little bit of everything is trying. Well, I finally found a ride that I think is not that cute. Whatever this is. Looks like we got what's called the Whalebone Grill. So I think it's about time for lunch, so we might stop and get something to eat in the Whalebone Grill. So just decided to get some pulled pork, barbecue, mac and cheese. Only $7 for this. And yes, the water was free. Finally heading out of the Iowa section, which again was the water, to go to the Udara section. Now what's fun about this guy is I believe there's like a legitimate pre-show in there, and so like again, theming. Like it's most of these places you just go on the tower, you just go up, but this one apparently has a story to it and a little bit of a theme to it. So let's go see what's all going on with Skyborn. Ooh, look at all these flying objects.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think that's what we're riding in, but still, I just love that the queue has so much personality going on. All these different flying contraptions and ideas. That's cool. Oh, look at that.
We have managed to build this prototype, and lucky you are our willing test subjects. They are willing, right? Yes. Good.
Have these articles, hats, bags, flip-flops, sandals, because some of those.
Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Fall. Right on cue. That was great. Oh, I just love that they just put a story and theming and something into it. That's just, it makes it so much better. And I believe this is the last major ride that I'm wanting to go on today is the Nopoku Air Coaster. I hear this one's a little bit janky. I hear it's really kind of roughs you up a little bit, so it might be a one and done, but we gotta do it. We gotta try it. So we're gonna go on this and hopefully we're gonna not get injured. Say that was a rough ride. It was still fun though. Like if that thing was a bit rattly, but not terribly so. Like the way the harnesses were actually much more comfortable than I thought they'd be. So I didn't really get jostled too much like left to right, but like it was weird. I got kind of thrown back and forth, and that's what really hurt. Now I was in the back, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but if this was smooth, it'd be great. And it was still really fun, but yes, you definitely get shooken up on this one. So walking out of the Udara section of the sky, we're going to the Tamariki section, which I don't know exactly what they're going for here other than absolute adorableness and cuteness. So let's walk inside. A lot of kid rides. I see even a kiddie coaster. You see the little kind of fish bus in the back. Just a little kind of sky ride thing. Nothing too complicated over here, but definitely the kids section of the parks. All right, leaving the Tamariki zone realm, I can never remember realm, to go to the Aramatua realm, which seems to be the very front. And I did not realize that the front had its own little realmness going on, and we've done the full circle tour. Wow, words are hard. So we were able to go to Volcano, go all the way around, ride many, many things, come all the way back, and 3 hours later, I kind of done everything I need to do. It's partially because there literally are no lines for anything at all, which is great from a time standpoint, but I want there to be lines because I want this park to do well. Anyway, I think we're gonna do some more, but maybe not here. I think we're gonna take a trip out for a minute and go explore a couple other fun places and then possibly come back for another loop. As I leave in the middle of the afternoon for a minute, I can't help but look at this entranceway and just feel like it's like Euro Itchy and Scratchy Land. Hello, brand new Themepark here. Hello, anyone? And we've made it to Gladbrook, Iowa, a small little town, again, middle of Iowa, to go see some matchstick marbles. What are the matchstick marbles, you ask? Let's go look. This was all created by a man named Patrick Acton. So it's in the city center, which is interesting. I think that's kind of neat. And just a heads up, it is cash only. $5 to get in, but is only cash, so just be prepared for that. All right, let's take a look at this place. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get a closer to all this, but this is cool. Starting with the USS Iowa. This contains 137,000 matchsticks. Look at this thing. Jeez alive. 478,000 matchsticks. Here we go. Oh my. Congress. That is insane.
like and look at this. Look at, and then you go in the tops of these, and you can see, going real close here. Look at all of these little matchstick statues. Like, it's just down to the very little details. So here is the USS Challenger, 200,000 matchsticks. That's the whole thing. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get you close to really see it. Like, you can really see the individual matchsticks. Like, this isn't just like some shellac thing. This is really intricate and took time and effort. Boom, boom, chakalaka, boom, 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 chakalaka, boom, 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 chakalaka, boom, boom. Open the door, get on the floor. Here's a matchstick dinosaur. This actually might be the best one I've seen so far, because it's just, here we go. Ready? Oh. Oh. Are you kidding me? Look at this. And so this is the side, obviously, but like every single piece, every single thing. Incredible. Let's look at the front. Or at least this angle. Look, and you got the whole thing. There's not a lot of room here, so I'm going to back up to try to get you a full shot. But look at that. Wow. So not the main reason I came, but basically what solidified me in coming here is that the most recent model is a recreation of Hill Valley and Back to the Future. This took 2 years to make, and it is 623,000 matches. Or matchsticks. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that. It's literally what they had at the end of Back to the Future 3, just in matchstick form. So the best part about this entire model is that there are a whole slew of interactives. So let's show you first, like, here's Roy's records. Let's see. Yeah, of course they're playing Johnny B. Good. That's awesome. But you got the DeLorean over there, and then there's a few things you could do. You can make, watch this, where are you? The tire and fire go. Ooh, that's cool. You can have lightning strike the tower and go all the way down. Watch this. Watch this. Oh. That is funny. Like, I'll show you it one more time so that you can see it on the line way down there. It's going all the way perfectly. That's so cool. And you can even light up the whole clock tower building. And it's playing Back in Time. That's awesome. Perfect music choices. Well, that was amazing. Or should I say marvelous? Yes, I should say marvelous. That was so good. But we got another place to go that is also quirky and silly. That's about 20 minutes away from here. So let's get going. That's right. I'm stopping at a salt and pepper shaker gallery. Because that's who I am and that's what I care about. Okay. Looks like it's $5 to get in. Let's go.
So this is the Ruth Matchstick collection. There's over 12,000 on display. There's more than 14,000 in her own collection. They're still trying to figure out what to do with some of it.
Wow.
This was her first collection. It's from the zoo in Chicago. It was the year she got married, so I don't know if it was a honeymoon or just a vacation. So the original sign was outside her house, is there in the hallway.
Yep.
You would just knock on the door if she was home. She'd bring you into the house, and she had 2 sheds in the backyard that she'd show you all her shakers.
That's cool. Look at all that. Wow, that's a lot of Christmas ones.
So you got circus, nursery rhymes, storybooks.
So cool. Do you have any rhinoceros? Oh, I think I see one. That's my.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
I'm an elephant guy.
Okay, rhinoceros. There you go.
Pachyderms in like.
Yeah, my personal favorite animal ever since I was a little kid, for whatever reason. Love rhinoceros.
Nice.
Yeah. And here we got a bookworm. And that's awesome. Yeah, all these go with ones are really great with just the idea of putting them together when they don't look the same. That's just fun.
Yeah. I like the circus giraffe stealing the guy's toupee.
Oh, let's see what we got. Look at this. That is
Who thinks of this? This just, I love
That's, yeah, like mushrooms.
it. Yeah.
And I had a lady earlier today, so
Yeah.
mushrooms are actually
Oh,
a
yeah.
symbol of luck and German
Okay.
or something.
I have a very good friend who is a horticulturist, and he would love seeing all the mushrooms. Oh, I like all these fish.
There are a bunch of fish.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. It's like if these were just like little like porcelain dolls, it wouldn't appeal as much. But to me, but because it's salt and pepper shakers,
Yeah.
it for some reason makes it more exciting.
That's good.
Yeah. But I like this. I like all these states. I think that's very cool.
Ruth really liked that display.
Yeah.
That's one of her favorites.
It's the one time that Rhode Island is bigger than other states.
Longfellows.
Yeah.
So there's salt on one and pepper on the other.
Okay. What was this style about? Any idea?
No clue.
Okay. Oh, there you go. That's fun. Salt, garlic, pepper. That's honestly, for the amount of cooking I do, I could use that. Yeah, like a garlic shaker in the middle.
Yeah.
It feels like you could have like a dog that's really long and do a whole bunch of different things with that.
There's some in the kitchen that are 6 or 8.
Oh, that's cool. That's fun. It's gotta be. Oh, and here's the Disney section.
There's Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of good
Muppets.
stuff there.
I think it's their Disney now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think technically. Yeah, there's your Muppets, and if you see, you got Garfield.
There's a whole Castle Orchestra over here.
Oh, where we got it? Look at that. Oh, that is so cute. That's awesome.
And these are called nodders.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
And they work better. They tell me when they're full. But
Yeah, yeah. It's like little bobbleheads. There's 6. I'm allspice, I'm cinnamon, I'm salt, pepper, I'm clove, and I'm
no salt or
nutmeg.
pepper. Is there, oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
There's another mustard one.
yeah. It's cool. You got your oil and vinegar on the end as well.
And I name a vegetable. It's not here. It's up front.
Yeah. Now I got.
These are more vegetable people.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very much more anthropomorphic, which is funny. It reminds me of an old show that used to be at Epcot. That was called Food Rocks.
Food Rocks.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Food
Yeah.
Rocks.
I saw it as a kid a few times, and I have old home videos on it somewhere.
I saw it in my 30s the first time.
Okay.
The skunk and the coin. What do they go with?
That's a good question. I don't know. I was gonna say they both stink, but that doesn't. That doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, you got me.
Cent.
Ah!
It says 1 cent on the coin.
Do I?
That's right. I had to figure that out.
I get it. Oh, that's a pun. They did a fantastic job of laying this out and really just letting you really seeing it all and it's all very like well put together and like clean. Where I feel like in some other collections they're just kind of like jumbled in a case.
Right.
Where this is very nicely organized.
I think the lesser interesting ones they shoved on top.
Okay.
Because those kind of look.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, that's when you hear salt and pepper shaker. Sometimes I think you do kind of just think of like those ones that are at the top that are. If you saw just an entire room of that, I feel like it's not as interesting.
Right.
Not that it's bad, but like
They're
these
getting
are
better. They're adding
amazing.
more risers and they're adding lights.
There's so much variety.
Yeah.
It's awesome. There's just so many in here that you could be looking for hours and still find new things every time you circle around. It's just amazing. Look at all these. So in the Guinness Book of World Records in 1987?
Yep.
Okay. Do we know if that record's still held?
You're not.
Okay, so we're gonna assume yes. Well, I just spent a lot more time in a salt and pepper shaker gallery than I ever expected to spend. Special thank you to Jason who took me around and showed me everything and gave me context and understanding of what it was. That was just fantastic. So, oh my gosh, you owe it to yourself to come to Traer, Iowa, and come to the Salt and Pepper Shaker Gallery. But again, that was just some pieces of it. There was so much more, so check out the full video to really see it all. But we are now, what a day, going back to Lost Island Theme Park to spend a few more hours there, maybe do one more circle, possibly do everything again, because by the time I get there, I'm still going to have, I think, 4 hours to do it all if I wanted to, which was more time than I've already spent there. So, Lost Island, here we come again! One final thing in this little town as we leave it, before we go back to Waterloo, is this really cool just spiral staircase hanging out from a building. I don't think I've ever seen it quite like that, where it's just like
hanging with like a little, like, it's like a balcony that extends and then comes down versus just coming right down. That's just random cool thing. Okay, so we just spent about three and a half hours away from the park going to see Matchstick Marvels, seeing way too many salt and pepper shakers, and we're coming back to Lost Island for another round. So they do offer re-entry, and they stamped my wrist, and let's see if I can get in the shadows here so I can see it better. But it was a cute little hedgehog guy that they put on my wrist so I could come back. That's, again, even the stamps are themed. Just to kind of let you know, we're gonna do a loop same way we went. I thought about going backwards this time, but I need to go on Volcano immediately. Alright, you convinced me. I'll go on Volcano a third time, and possibly a fourth time. And who knows what we'll do after that, except possibly a fifth time. I really don't know how many times I'll go, but it's at least one more. I mean, the theming and the storytelling is really on par with, like, Universal. Like, this feels like Kong Skull Island. This is just so good. There's a line this time! People do love Volcano! Yay! It's still great. Now, something I think I've noticed, though, is the audio is not, there's supposed to be audio in the actual car sometimes, and it's not always working. I don't think, because I think I only heard it one, maybe two times, but I definitely noticed it the last time, and it really adds. They kind of guide you through it. Yeah, I think it's time for another ride on Matugani. Let's just say that Matu got me. Hey, I'm a thirsty voyager. Maybe they have something for me. So it turns out they did have something especially for me as a thirsty voyager. It was beer. If you come back with this cup, you get refills for a few dollars off anytime. Like, you don't have to just, it's not just for today. They said bring back the cup anytime, literally next year, and you'll still get a small discount on your refill, which, that is awesome. I don't know if I've ever been somewhere, an amusement park or a theme park that does that. So, Lost Island, hitting it out of the park, and then bringing it back for $2 discount. I'm in the Iowa section, and I realize all the light poles are like bamboo tied together. And now I'm wondering if all the lights in all the realms were themed. I'm gonna have to take a closer look. Yep, lights in every realm are different. Of course they are, because that's of course. Because you come over here to Udara, the sky area, and now there are these fun things. And then if you look way in the distance over there, there's Tamariki. There's the fun flower light things. And then you go back to this section, the front part. Let's look a little bit at a closer one here. You can see that is just kind of a normalish, but it is a pineapple, which is cool. And it's kind of hard to see, but way in the distance, in the Mura realm, they're like kind of red posts, just like, you know, like right about now. Like, this place just, you look closely, you just see so much. And of course, any ride with a pre-show deserves another go. So Skyborn, here we come. I was actually gonna give the Vekoma SLC one more chance, or as it's known colloquially, Napoku air coaster. But, sorry, the ride is temporarily closed. You don't have to be sorry about this ride being closed. That's okay. That's okay. All right. One final ride on Volcano, and then we're gonna call it. This will be ride 5. Might as well start and finish at the same point. It's too great to not do as for a 5th time. So Volcano, and then we gotta wrap it up. And a good time was had by all. So long, Lost Island. We had 2 really good round trips, and we did a lot. But it's time to drive an hour and a half to Ames, Iowa. Even the front sign is really great. Made it to Ames, and I'm having a quick dinner at the Boulder Tap House. Not gonna show you too much here, just wanted to show you where I'm going, and I'll tell you about it maybe a little later. Their beer list is quite extensive. 50 beers on tap. Look at that wall of taps.
That's a tappy wall.
And day 3 was a day filled with wonderful moments and happiness. And so concludes the 3rd day. It's been a long one. It's been a good one. Got to go to Lost Island and had the greatest time. Went to Matchstick Marvels and had the greatest time. And then went to the Salt and Pepper Gallery, Salt and Pepper Shaker Gallery, and had the greatest time. But I am tired. We are now in Ames, Iowa. After having driven an hour and a half, had some dinner. Didn't show too much of that, but it was good. Simple place, but good beer selection, which is always a plus for Clutch. Anyway, going to bed now. We got to get up super early tomorrow. We have a very, very long day tomorrow because we are going all the way from Ames back home to the Denver area, and that's a long drive. But we're going also to stop and do some fun things, mainly the Omaha Zoo, which of all the zoos in the country, it's the one I'm most excited for. I've heard amazing things, and I hear this is one of the top ones that you can possibly go to. So I'm excited for that. We might do another stop if we got time. Not sure if we'll have time, because I really don't know how much time the zoo will take up, so we will see. Anyway, I will see you first thing in the morning. And now that it's first thing in the morning, welcome to day 4, the final day of the Great Adventures of Clutch, Nebraska, Iowa Edition. It is quite early. The sun isn't even fully up yet. That's how I can, have you see that it's super early. But we're doing good. We're feeling spry. We're alive. And we're going to get on this big, bellowing road in just a few moments and get ourselves to the Omaha Zoo. So quick thing, on the way to the zoo, I stopped to go to Casey's to get some coffee, because I need some coffee. And for whatever reason, they gave it to me for free. So, thank you, Casey's. Thank you for the coffee. Go to Casey's. They are lovely. They have great breakfast pizza and sometimes give you free coffee. So, Iowa just keeps on giving. And after a 2.5-hour drive, fueled by free coffee, we have made it to Omaha's Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium.
There's lots of packages and things you can do, but regular admission for adults was $32. Kids, $25.
Lots of fun extras like the carousel for $4. You can take the train one-way or round trip for $3.50 or $7. It's a tram. And then the Skyfari, which I'm very excited about. And that's $7. And then Stingray Beach, $5. First big place. So I go into the left, and you can see we got the humongous Desert Dome, and this is awesome. Apparently, this is the #1 exhibit. So it's all downhill from here into the Desert Dome. Wow. Okay, into the dome. Mama pajama. This is just, I love it. I love it so much. This is so cool. Look at this guy. He's like a roadrunner. Apparently called a blacksmith plover. Hi. Hello, I am Clutch. What's your name? Hello, you are blacksmith plover. Okay. Well, thanks for coming by. Okay, I see why this is the best zoo. I'm already seeing... These are all animals I don't think I've ever seen before. This is a klipspringer. It is the cutest little deer kind of creature I've ever seen. And look what we have here. A family of dwarf mongooses. Mongoosei? Look at these guys. They just purposely chose the cutest animals and put them right here. Hi. This is based on the North America's Sonoran Desert. Oh my God, look who's here. You just spilled your whole meal, sirs and ma'am. Oh my gosh. I don't have a sign. I think these are peccaries. Oh my God, they're coming out to eat. Oh. Oh my God. I can't get over this. This zoo is amazing. Like, I've been to many zoos, but like this one already just, I don't know, you're just like right up with the animals. There's an amazing variety. I've been in one place. I've just started.
At the end of the desert dome is the Kingdoms of the Night, which is down in this creepy basement. Yes, it is very, very dark down here, but it's cool and it's immersive, and that's what I like more than anything. I feel like I'm in the line for a ride, and that's great. Oh, entrance, perfect. Let's do that. Okay, I think we can see these guys a little better, but these are all amazing. So here's some more of the spring house, a little bit better there. We also got a brush-tailed porcupine. Look at this guy, he's adorable. And then if you notice above them, hanging from the branch, we got a two-toed sloth. He's just hanging around. I can't, that's awesome. Look at the spring house, look at him spring. Look at how he goes. Look at, oh my gosh. Hi. Nice to see you, nice to meet you. I can't even put into words how amazing this place already is. Like, it's huge. Like, the desert was on top, now the caves, and now, I guess, nocturnal forests are down here. And it just keeps going. This is just the first place. Like, there's so much here, I think. Yeah. Here we go. That's a wallaby. Well, I'll be. It's a wallaby. And we keep going now to the swamp. It doesn't stop. And more great theming. Holy moly. You're not able to see this super well, but like this is a humongous open space that looks literally like a swamp. Like it looks like when you're going on Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland. It's hard to see. I wish you could see it better, but like this is insane. Just how much space there is down here and how much theming. And also it feels like a swamp. Look at the tail. I don't know if I've ever seen a beaver this close up. Like that tail. That tail slaps. That was incredible. I just spent a whole hour in the desert dome with the underground Kingdoms of the Night. That I've barely even begun. This place is incredible. That was I don't know. I'm not gonna have enough time here. Oh geez. Okay, we gotta go. Something cool in this habitat is that when you look in this is a big kind of bubble dome. We got a friend laying right on top, right there. I hope you can't hear me. I don't want to disturb you, but nope. You didn't sleep all day, my friend. You didn't sleep all day. Oh man, look at that tail. Look at wow. I think we will take still a ride on the train, as this will give us at least a scenic view of everything. And I love trains, so perfect combination of things.
Was built for the Omaha Railroad, and it's a narrow gauge replica of the Union Pacific number 119 that helped pull the golden spine to the top level of our desert dome. Has its 3 different desert biomes, and the lower level has the world.
And there's a Skyfari in the distance, and there's a shed blocking my view of the Skyfari.
Serves are just a bit longer than ours.
And now let's take a look at the elephant habitat. This place is awesome. I don't think I've ever seen this many elephants in like a single place ever. Closer look at this family of giraffes over here, just hanging out, having a good time. There's also an inside part for the herd rooms where you can see, you can get really close to this one. Look at it. Oh, you're beautiful. Just the way the neck moves and everything is fascinating. Hi. They also have a whole aquarium here as well, with a sea turtle cafe outside and just an incredible facade. Incredible. Oh, look at the puffins. Oh, puffins are cute. Look at them. They're all just like standing there like showing off. Like, hey everyone, look at me. I'm a penguin. Look at me. No, I'm a penguin. Just look how they swim. That is cool. Like something's just, a little torpedo. Torpedo! Alright, this is pretty cool. This tunnel is massive. And And if you come over here, just look, there's like there are so many big fish. There's a stingray and some sharks in the background. I mean, they come right up. Part of your world. This is a giant Pacific octopus, and he is terrifying in the coolest way. Oh my gosh, I think an octopus is pretty much my favorite underwater creature, and this thing is just the way they move and what they can do is just incredible. I do think it's time to ride the Sky Ferry, because this gets you kind of a little look over the park, and I think, like the train, you get to see animals when you're on it, so definitely worth taking the time. Going up on the Sky Ferry. Sky Ferry. Oh my god, you guys. Right behind this pole, look at this. The scariest animal known to man. The ostrich. When they call this a Sky Ferry, they are not kidding around, because I don't know if you can see it, but let's zoom in there. This is an incredible view of the rhinoceros eye. Rhinoceroses? Anyway, rhinoceros is my favorite animal by far, and oh my god, look at that. They're just right there. Even the portions here where you're not really seeing any animals or anything in particular, you just get some amazing, amazing views of the Nebraska countryside. Like, I don't know where else in Nebraska you'd get views like this. So this is the lion pen, and if you look way up on the rocks there, there's just a couple of them sleeping, because that's what they do all day. Okay, so this one's interesting. If you look at all those walking across there, so these are called humans, and apparently I'm the same species as them, and they're just walking freely around the park. I mean, this Sky Ferry, I'm learning so much today. I swear, this zoo secretly wants to be an amusement park, because like, this feels like something you'd see at like Hollywood Studios or Universal Studios or some version of a studios. And back into the lion's den. I mean that literally this time. It's like the only time I can actually say that, because we're going over the lion's den. It's a great joke, everyone.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Watch your head in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Hop off that left.
Woo!
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. That Sky Ferry was amazing. Like, I 10 out of 10, no notes. Just, that was awesome. This is something I was most excited about going to, so I've saved it for a little bit later in the day, because it's just a big jungle biome with free roaming animals, and I love that kind of thing. So here we go. Through the magic curtain we go. I truly just love environments like this. Just this whole jungle on the inside feeling. It's just awesome. It's actually surprisingly not super humid in here. I expected it to be more sticky, but it is quite comfortable and air conditioned. You can see one of our friends right down there, just hanging. Just hanging. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat for you today. This was not in the advertisements. They did not tell me about this, but please look. It is the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water. Sorry, I have to make the joke literally every single time. I love this. They got a cool, like, kind of rope bridge to walk along. And oh my god, they didn't advertise this either. Guys, it's the 9th wonder of the world, the front side of water. So this is a Eurasian eagle owl, and he's watching over all of these flying foxes / bats. I was correct, these are all flying foxes. Foxen? I'm gonna say flying foxen. Let's get you a better look there. Those, they're foxen, lady. We just went over this. I didn't even notice at first. At the bottom, there's a tapir. Look at that tapir. Oh, that's an adorable tapir. The lead jungle just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Oh, okay. Oof. Oof. We made it out of the jungle, but just barely. Here's a section I'm very excited about, because it has also one of my favorite animals, which is again a rhinoceros, but an Asian rhinoceros. So this is the Asian highlands. It definitely looks like you're in your Expedition Everest, Animal Kingdom, with the Himalaya theme and everything. And there he is. There's the Asian Indian rhinoceros. He's so cool. Like, the skin looks like armor. He's just a hulking beast in such a cool way. Oh, I love rhinoceri. Oh, here's another. Look at him. Look at him go. Go. Yeah. Oh, it looks like he got mud cover to stay cool in the hot heat. Oh, you are spectacular, my friend. You are absolutely spectacular. Thanks for coming by to say hi to Clutch. Have some tree branches on me. Look at that prehensile lip. Can you see that? Can you see the prehensile lip, how it scoops up the food? I think that is just such a neat feature of them. It reminds me of how I eat, which is why I do not show it on camera. It's like Disney. You're just walking on a trestle to get to the next part. And you're trying to tell me that I'm not at a theme park?
That was hands down the best zoo I have ever been to. That was so much fun, so much variety, but we gotta get going. We're on a tight schedule today. While I did get to do everything I wanted to, I had to go a little quick through it, but so I gotta come back. Anyway, on to the next thing, because I think we can still squeeze it in.
Oh, we were able to squeeze it in just by the skin of our teeth. There's only 45 minutes left, but the Archway Monument, the Great Platte River Road Archway, is open and ready for me to explore. This is a museum over Interstate I-80 in Kearney, Nebraska. It's basically a monument that showcases the progression of pioneers moving across the western states, like in the 1800s and beyond, and shows how we moved across to the west, and then how we settled, and we then connected to the rest of the country, and how we evolved from there. It's like walking through Spaceship Earth. And here it is, the Great Platte River Road Archway. Let's go. Look at that. And that's why we came here. That is just awesome. Here we go. Look at this. This is awesome. I mean, it's like a big painting, but it's moving. To go through a wagon and then into the wild frontier. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is just knowing that this is a bridge over the top of the highway is what makes this so cool. We got some storm effects. So again, a lot of what this museum is just talking about the pioneers moving west through America, and it kind of, there's these signs that give you the history, but you can listen and hear all about different things, and they do little actors within the voices and really give it some life, which is really cool. But obviously these big models and just scenes just really kind of help visually tell the story. So the technology here is very cool, because like, so there's a screen with actual mirrors to help sell the scene, and there's physical sets down here. It's just, this is a great little museum. And I believe that guy is pointing somewhere, because he is saying, there is gold in them there heels. Some more scenes talking about how then they tried to connect the nation using like railways and things like that to basically, now they've gone all the way west, they want to connect it to the rest. Okay, so we've reached pretty much the end, but it's not the end because there's a whole second level. I can't believe this. I would have never thought there was a second level of this. I guess we gotta get back somehow. I wasn't sure how that was gonna happen, so I guess we're now going up and then back. So let's see what's at the top of these stairs. Would you believe me if I told you it was more museum? Okay, now we're literally walking through Spaceship Earth as we move through the decades and see the evolution of transportation and communication. So this is talking about the Lincoln Highway, which is one of the roads across America before really interstates were a thing that helped when like cars were coming into popularity. The Lincoln Highway is what helped a lot of people go across the road, like to adventure, go on vacation, things like that. That's like one thing, and a little bit about, I'd love to know more about it. It's like almost a precursor to Route 66, I think, or around the same time. It doesn't specify here, but I do know this was before the interstate system that the Lincoln Highway existed, and I know this whole place is on the Lincoln Highway, which is still really cool to me. I have to say, some of the mannequins in this place are frighteningly, I can't say it, they are very realistic and it scares me. As we said, we're on a bridge over Interstate I-80, so they're actually showing you I-80, like I can see her. This is awesome. This harkens back to my childhood. I lived around Chicago, Illinois, and there's lots of oases that were over the highways, and I loved just sitting over them and counting trucks as they went by. And so this just harkens back to that in such a beautiful way. But one fun thing here, they have a radar detector, or a speed detector. So I can see who's actually speeding and who's actually following the speed limit. So far, everyone seems to be upstanding citizens, which is kind of funny because when you're in a car, you're a sitting down citizen. And of course, since we started by going up a big old escalator, we're now at the end, and we go down a big old escalator. Unfortunately, you don't exit through a painting, so it's not as cute. And there's a nice bigger shot of it in all its glory as we head out from what was quite... I mean, my journey's nothing compared to these people. That was a great little time going to the Great Platte River Road Archway. But now we have to get back onto the Lincoln Highway and go finally home. Okay, all right. Finally made it home after another long, big ride. I didn't show dinner. Dinner was at this random Irish place. You might have heard of it, McDonald's. It's popular. I don't know. Anyway, finally made it home after this long day, long 4 days, and it has been so much fun. I could not have squeezed in a single other thing even if I wanted to. Oh my gosh! But you stuck with me this whole time. You deserve a small reward to know how much did this cost? What did this take to do this kind of a trip? Now, before I do get to that, this really quick, I was writing down some fun stuff, some stats as I did all this, which I think is really just, I like these kind of things. So this was a 4-day trip, of course. I drove more than I've ever driven in this period of time in my life. I drove for 28 hours throughout this 4 days. I don't know. I'm fine. We're good. I need a nap. In that 28 hours, I drove for 1,800 miles. That's a lot of miles. In kilometers, that's 2,900 kilometers. So just to give you the scope of how much I drove so that I didn't have to fly to save some money. So, speaking of money, let's talk about how much did this trip cost me. So, first off, the hotels. It was 3 nights, so that was a total of $183.68. Now that, again, did include 2 casino hotels, and those are relatively cheap because you were more or less just paying for the resort fees. So that kind of helped make it a little bit cheaper for me. The gas, in total, cost for, I think I filled up 5 times, maybe 6. I cannot remember exactly. I just have the total. It was $169.24. I have a small, a small sedan. What's the word? It's a compact. So it's a small car. Doesn't have a huge tank, but so that's why it cost about $170. Admission to all the things I did. So anything that cost money to get into, including like parking and things like that. So for everything, that cost $210.91. Yeah, that's right. To do all the things I did at base was just $210.91. I mean, that's incredible when I really think about it. I mean, I think like if you were to go to Disneyland for like 1 day randomly, that's what it could cost. So like this to me shows just, I love all the Disney parks and things like that, but as time has gone on and it's gotten a little bit more expensive to go there, it's why I kind of lean when like I have time to do things like this, because I could pack in a lot more for the same price. And so this really kind of shows it to me.
But what about all the food and snacks that I had along the way? So in the 4 days, I had, let's see, $251.99 worth of food and snacks. And honestly, about a fifth of that was going to the Tiki Bar because I got a little bit more food than normal, and I got expensive tiki drinks, so that was really like a fifth of my entire food budget there. But last but not least was souvenirs. So anything extra that I paid for that I brought home with me, that in total was $134.03. So you might see all the numbers on the screen and done the math yourself, but to show you and do it for you, the total for the 4 days was $949.85. So for 4 days, and again, I drove this, so I didn't have to worry about renting a car or flights, so it was just under $1,000 to do everything I did, eat all the things that I ate, so that's pretty good, if I really have to say so myself. I am pretty tired, but I'm very, very happy. I just want to thank you for coming along with me, for being here for such a long period of time, for all these 4 days. Now again, these are all kind of just the highlights of all the activities I did, so I did make individual videos of almost every single activity you just saw. So if you want to watch the longer versions of all this stuff, I have a whole playlist with those videos that you can watch right here. But with that, I'll just thank you again for coming along. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Goodbye. I am still Clutch.